It was the first screenplay by Callie Khouri. She wasn't writing the kind of movie that got made. She was writing the movie she wanted to see. It was one of the only films that was told completely from a woman's point of view, and it expressed issues and feelings that were really important to women that had been ignored in other films. These are frustrations that a lot of women and men can relate to. So the film spoke to people in a very powerful way. When Callie's script was sent out to studios, one by one, all the studios said no. They said they couldn't see two female leads. They didn't like that the women were violent. They didn't like the ending. So everybody turned it down except one studio, Pathé. So he rolled the dice and decided to go ahead with Thelma Louise, or it never would have happened. Ridley Scott was known at that time for high-budget films that had very elaborate designed sets. Thelma Louise had a tiny budget because nobody was willing to put up a lot of money for such a controversial film. So he had to make the landscape work for him. That's why scouting for the locations was artistically perhaps the most crucial moment in the development of the film.
I would say 50% of the film was shot within 50 or 60 miles of Moab, and it was pretty well all locations that I had scouted with Ridley. Everybody now calls that point that we did the final scene, Thelma Louise Point, and everyone thinks it happened at the Grand Canyon, but it actually happened on a trail outside of Moab called Schaefer Trail that's right directly below Dead Horse Point State Park. We took a full production company into the location. We had 50-foot trailers, we had motorhomes, we had everything. 360 degrees, it's nothing but beauty.
Ridley Scott felt that those final scenes should reflect the majesty and the vastness of space to show them in this new feeling of freedom. And a lot of layers and textures in the background so that the car would really pop against that red rock.
When I'm trying to explain the appeal and the inspiration of Moab to filmmakers and what it means to me, I usually tend towards Ridley Scott's quote, which is, "I have seen more wonderful and varied scenery in a single day in Moab than any other day I have scouted." There's vistas, there's canyons, there's iconic red rocks and iconic desert that just you can't get enough of.
Let's keep going. What do you mean? Go. You sure? Yeah. Get it. The film made a powerful statement at the time it came out, and people really connected with it. What's amazing is that 30 years later, it still resonates. Audiences see it for the first time, and they still get hit with a real punch. These were women who had escaped their frustrating, humdrum lives and launched themselves into something bigger. They were crossing over into the land of legend.